Welcome to Wheelchair Tech Friday. And we're going to jump right in to the topic of today. We're going to address one piece of your wheelchair, and this is mainly for power wheelchairs, but for those manual wheelchair users who have technology on their manual wheelchairs can also listen in, or they're thinking of transitioning over to a power wheelchair, just perk your ears up. Or if you're a caregiver. So, there is one thing on your wheelchair, your power wheelchair that you use a lot. You use it daily, and you're looking at it for guidance, and that is your joystick. And I have one piece of news for you, and you can verify it looking at your directions, and that is your joystick is not waterproof. Newsflash is not waterproof. So, you would think that they would consider this when they are working on these pieces of mechanics. But this is one of the things that they did not and have not yet. But most, I think 99.9% of joysticks are not waterproof. So what do you do when you're in the rain? Some people just get it wet, thinking that they are waterproof, and they're not. So what is the solution? Now I'm going to show you my solution, but you'll have other ideas. Just pull this out. Here we go. All right. Now this you can find on Amazon. I found one that this is a little baggie that goes over the joystick here, and I poked a hole in it to make it a little bit easier. So it's kind of like a triangle shape, and it goes over the joystick. And that's to make sure that when it's raining or starts to rain, that I put it over the joystick and it doesn't get wet. Now, you don't have to use that, or maybe the company that sold you the wheelchair or gave you the wheelchair also provided that little baggie that goes over the joystick. And maybe they didn't. So if they didn't, and you don't want to use this bag, then you can get a clear plastic bag and put it over it. Just have one available in your pouch or wherever you can. The more you protect the joystick, the better. You would think that, I think that maybe one out in the market might be water resistant, but none of them are waterproof. So, when the people on the van or the bus see me with my little bag over my joystick, they say, "Oh, I've never seen that before." I'm like, holy crap. That means nobody's protecting their joystick, and then their power wheelchair stops working and they wonder why. So that is why. They spill things on it, or, it gets wet in the rain or in the snow, and or a lot of dust gets in there and the keys, and it just becomes a royal mess. So the more you protect your power wheelchair, and especially the joystick, the better. So find ways in which you can protect it from sand or water, especially water, because that'll just seep in and eat out, the internal components. And I think the companies know this already. So where there's a will, there's a way. If you want to take care of your joystick, I'll show you mine and my style. That did not go well. And I'm sure the camera on the way down did not show you my joystick. So I will post an image in the next segment so you can see my style of joystick. It's just a simple one. It doesn't have a screen or anything like that. So anyway, our joysticks, no matter what form they are, what style they are, we have to protect them. So I just wanted to say that for Wheelchair Tech Friday. If you have any suggestions on how you protect your joystick, because there's many different styles and they require different little baggies. I mean, still you can get just a regular plastic clear bag and put it over it when it starts raining, or you can get one from the factory that fits your joystick. And don't throw your camera around when you're doing videos on YouTube. That's not good either. The good thing is my camera is pretty tough. So if you have any questions about joysticks or suggestions, please post them down below. Again, thank you so much for coming on a Wheelchair Tech Friday. Think about your joystick and how you will protect it in the next rain. Our wheelchairs in general are not waterproof. They might be a little water resistant, but they're not waterproof either. So I know with all these storms and things and puddles and it's a challenge to keep our wheelchairs in good shape. But try not to drive through a puddle because that will just erode your wheelchair. So do your best in the toughest of weathers to keep your wheelchair dry. If you had to get it a little wet, try to dry it with a towel right away when you get over to point B. So that's all I had. Just read your instructions so you can confirm what I have stated about your joystick is not waterproof. It just never will be. Maybe someday the companies will do that. We'll find a way to create a joystick that is waterproof. And as the weather changes for us all over the country and the world, maybe these power wheelchairs absolutely need to be waterproof, and that's going to raise the price a little bit for us. But we'll see how and who comes up with the idea of making a wheelchair certainly waterproof. All right, take care of those joysticks, and I'll see you in the next one.